Game on, we have a rematch, everybody! Meta Madness continues. It is the last best of 3 series in the group stage, in Group A. And we have Team Bl3kitny going up against Team Mene once again. It was a 2-0 victory the last time for Team Mene, without Mene. Let's see if they can do it again. So, once more, Meta Madness is, of course, a tournament concept that is designed to push teams a bit out of their comfort zone. It's not designed to turn the games into a total meme machine and make them full-on clown fiesta. There is still a lot of prize money on the line thanks to high tech. We have a €2,000 prize pool, so it's designed to really just push some heroes that you normally don't see or combos that you normally don't see. Make sure that you don't see the same heroes in every single game, but that's it. We have 13 heroes that are pre-banned. We got Diablo and Diva banned out, Medivh, Cassia, Brightwing is not available at all for this entire thing, Abatha, Johanna, Anna, Chromie, Imperius, Liming, Urel, and Tracer are all banned for all the games here. That only goes for the group stage, by the way. In the main event, we will have more heroes pre-banned, so pushing the envelope even a little bit further. In addition to those rules, every single hero that you see played in the game, they won't be able to for picking on the next map either. So all the 10 heroes that will be played on map number 1, they're not available for map number 2. And that's pretty much how we're playing all of this out. I'm going to keep track for the players to make sure that they see what has been played yet, what not. We have a couple of bans here. The Hogger ban is just the norm right now, especially on Infernal Shrines. He's super strong, but he honestly gets banned in every single game. It's just like one of those first ban heroes immediately. Tychus is super powerful on the map too, with the transformation into Odin that can secure you the objective easily. Alexstrasza works a little bit the same way, but she's not as much of a popular pick these days in the meta. We can see her, she can get play, but Tychus is even outside of that one of the best damage dealers that you have right now, and oftentimes locked in. So therefore the ban on this map makes sense. First pick on the side of Bl3kitny's team, and we get Junkrat and ETC as our first heroes to be taken. Alright, so the ETC pick, I mentioned this before, I want to say it again, makes also a lot of sense because what you're pretty much trying to do right now is to put a bit of pressure onto the will queue. And one of the things that he did previously when Team X-Ray did that, he actually picked Mei on the first map. I want to see if he prioritizes that as a tank again. He played Mei and Garrosh, and well, that's his Garrosh pick. His Jojo that he oftentimes plays is also banned out, so that's another one to really keep an eye on for him. His tank setup is going to be a bit interesting, just in general. Okay, together with that, we have actually Maiev taken. I like that too. That makes for a real good setup for any kind of combo that you want to use here. Now, one of the problems for Banana is that Ana is being banned, because Ana is pretty bananas. Like, he's insane on Ana. That's why most people ban Ana against Banana. So, in this case, they don't have to ban Ana because Banana can't pick Ana, since Ana is already banned globally. Malfurion, so a little bit more of a play around the supports even. And honestly, especially heading into the main event, you could see a couple of teams that come in and say, we're banning a certain rollout. We're trying to ban a certain role to make sure that in the later stage, in Game 2 and Game 3, there's maybe a little bit of a shortage that we can exploit. Might be something that one team is going to go for. Either way, now that we're heading into our last ban for this one in particular, we have Deckard Cain banned out. Alright, so Deckard Cain, that's limiting the pool even a little bit further, but again, it's Game 1. So you're not going to run into any trouble here anytime soon. But those are both heroes that are really good at zoning, with Malfurion Roots and Deckard Cain just playing his geometry games over there. You can really lock them out on the shrine super hard. Stukov, it's amazing to me that he makes it through like this again, because Stukov was now multiple times just like banned and picked as one of the earliest heroes in the game or in those drafts, but over here they don't really care. So if you talk about heroes that can lock someone down, yes, Deckard Cain and Malfurion are both great, but Stukov is probably the best from all of them, especially if you follow up again on an ETC power slide, just to name one example. So there's a lot to do with this. Either way, we still need a little bit of damage, and we also need a support, of course, for the team in blue. And I guess Rhaegar would still be up, Uther still be up, Anduin also up and taken right away. Plus, we are seeing Leo again, which could be a hero for Chris, unless he wants to really be one of the damage dealers for them. I guess Ty could also play Leo. They have like so much overlap in their hero pool that they have a huge amount of flexibility here. Which leads us to Sven, who would love to play Sonya, but Sonya is just globally banned for the event. So there's... wait, actually, now I am lying. Sonya's not globally banned for the event. She is still up. He could pick her. He's known as a Sonya. Gazlo! Alright! The Gas Lord is in. I didn't see that coming for game number 1, but hell yeah, I'll take it. Okay, everybody, that's game number 2, so we're setting things up, and let's jump in. Infernal Shrines, ladies and gentlemen. We got Team Mene against Team Bl3kitny, the final best of 3 series in this group. Let's head straight for it. Game on, game number 1. Chris on Sylvanas, we got Bl3kitny on Maya for the blue team. Henning is playing Anduin, the Wilkie on Garrosh, and Ty is the one who in this particular series is now going to play Leoric. Ghosting around on the map, dealing with a wave clear. We got Banana H on Stukov on the right side of the map. Nano on Junkrat. Camembert, the sub player for Mene on ETC. Sven on Gazlo, and Azerite is playing Stukov. Again, if you're a little bit confused and you haven't really watched all of the games yet in the group stage, and first of all, what are you doing? But second of all, Mene isn't playing in the group stage because he, unfortunately, had on short notice he needed to go to Paris for a couple of days, so he couldn't make it. He is going to be part of the main event, but they subbed in Camembert for this. And Camembert has actually done a really, really good job, so it's going to be interesting to see how they're going to perform here, because they already played against Team Bl3kitny once. And they were doing really well there. They actually won the series, which was super impressive. It was honestly the team that impressed me the most in the group stage. Not because they were like the best team, but just because the power level that they showcased was so much higher than what we expected when we came in here. And yeah, it was pretty nuts. So, gonna be a fun one, especially with the Gazlo in. Seems like Sven has maybe a little bit of a connection problem. At least he didn't really pick a talent yet. In terms of talents, we got the Block Party on level 1. And on the side of the opponent, Warbreaker is now also in stacking for Wilkie. Yeah, but it's time to shine. Consume Vitality gets taken, and the Lord on level 1 with a big game Hunter. There's some big game on the other side, especially when we're talking about the Orcs. Very quick split, and a little bit of a Chinese bush meta attempt with Wilkie and Chris trying to trap someone that rotates towards the top. With Henning sitting in the middle as the only hero for Team Bl3kitny. We shouldn't see that happen, but Sven moves in. Then again, they couldn't get him, so he played it safe. Didn't go for like a super safe play where he rotates through the base, but he still checked it out, and they couldn't lock him down. Nicely done! So, as all of this plays out, the important thing to note is really that we had those two teams already go up against each other, because as you can imagine, it was a pretty intense series. We had some crazy games over there, and Team Mene winning that series was kind of nuts in and of itself. The group obviously has already shown a lot of games. As I mentioned, this is the last best of 3. Hazu's team was able to win both matches, so they have taken the #1 spot in the group. Team X-Ray lost both of their games. They are therefore on the 4th place, and this series will decide which team takes 2nd and 3rd place. And all of those spots are kind of important because you want to have an easy lead into the main event. So all of this is determining the seeding for the main playoff bracket. Once that we have the playoff for the playoffs for the finals, once we have that bracket available, you'll see that some of those teams will have a much easier path, and that all determines on how exactly you performed in those groups. So winning a good spot here, taking one of the #1 or #2 spot is going to make your entire set so much easier, especially the opening match. And of course you want to get into those ranks where you get some prize money, where you can take your share of the 2,000 euros, and that's what this is all about. Level 4 abilities are in. There's the Tether, Bl3kitny, yep, trying to set a kill up. Not so far, but again, working on it. We got the Indomitable on level 4 now, also for Garrosh, so he's working on his unstoppable frames. Same time as Gazlo goes in the rocket socket. And Gazlo is kind of funny. I mean, again, Blizzard buffed him to an extent where the hero was all of a sudden just everywhere. I mean, oftentimes even, I don't want to say first pick, but super early, and then they had to nerf him several times. So these days he's not really a hyper part of the meta anymore and has fallen out of it again. But the memory, of course, still lingers. So as crazy as it seems, he's not super trash anymore or anything. So now you can actually play with the hero. He's still pretty decent. And that's why it's kind of cool that we now have him also in Meta Madness over here. Yeah, we got on level 4 the loudspeakers. ETC is sitting there. Loudspeakers, honestly, I only like them when they are on, when they're either at my home or on ETC. If you have loudspeakers, let's say, for example, in a train or in a tram or in a bus, then I always hate them. Don't you too? Like these little fuckers that are always sitting in the back and they're just like blaring on speakers. Like, why do we have headphones? Can anybody explain to me why we have headphones? Why there's always a bunch of idiots sitting in the back of every public transport that just blaring music that is always crap on loudspeakers? So ETC, I let you get away with it, but only because I like you. It's the only reason. Someone had to say it. You were thinking it, I said it. Okay. So level 7 talents are kicking in. There's already a lead for the Bl3kitny's team. They have taken the early position. They're not too far ahead, but they're having a bit of an advantage that they're trying to run now. Yeah, we get even on level 7 now the growing infestation over here. Alright. Same time, the dragon hungers. Does he though? Goblin fusion. He should eat if he hungers. Arcane Punisher is in. And that was a fairly easy one to take. I mean, there was no full commitment or anything. Nobody died. Not really a big fight. They let this one slide. Now they're going to bait it over. Easy peasy. Yeah, a bit more stacks coming in for Garrosh. Growing infestation. Shutting this down easily. And they're going for the first kill. Sven. Uh-oh, they might get more now. They go for Sven. They go for Stukov. And that is a double kill. 2 heroes down. Don't think that was really necessary. And of course, now that allows them the superior numbers in the middle, which immediately results in the wall taken. And the camp taken away. They should provide vision. They're already pinging it. So the Khazras are going to take the fountain out now. Yeah, they're trying to... Oh, nicely done. Okay, so they're not going to take the fountain out that quickly. But yeah, let's have a look at the kills again. Check this out. So they go for Gazlo first, and then Bl3kitny makes the play and makes sure that Stukov dies too. I mean, he set it up like this, honestly. He was expecting Stukov to move in and try and help Gazlo out, and he just simply waited in the bush, waited for him to approach, flipped him over, and then that's a kill for them. Now they have 2 kills to 0. They have done some damage in the middle of the map. They were able to take a lead in experience. So it's a good start for Team Bl3kitny here. And we'll have a little bit of a look at especially Sylvana's value, because Chris, of course, is not only going to try and dish out the damage here, but every time they can rotate onto structures with him, especially after kills, they can technically try and take some of them down and prepare for those late game situations where the catapults are starting to push. So, yeah, there's that. But either way, we got the ults in, and that's first of all, of course, the setup for Sylvanas with mind control. That is more or less the norm these days. I mean, again, we've seen the Wailing Arrow previously, but mind control is pretty common at this point. We have the Light Bomb in, and we got the Entomb, no level 10 on the other side, so just taking the fountain down is already going to do a whole lot. Always take the fountain down. Every time you got access to a fountain, take it down. It kills the opponent's sustain. Puts in a really good position. Level 10 ability. Oh, the mosh pit attempt. The mind control. The arrow. What the hell? Everybody's going. Argh! And they get the kills. Oh my god. The combo. What the fuck? It doesn't stop. It just doesn't stop. Bl3kitny is also getting attacked. What on earth? Chris is saying fuck it, comes in for the kill, and he gets it. What a bloodbath. What an absolute bloodbath. What an insane fight. I can't even capture the whole thing, but check this out. The mosh pit, the save, the arrow, the flip. I mean, what on earth was going on there? Everybody just said, guys, screw it, let's go full YOLO on this one. And hell yeah, they did. 6 kills to 3. Half a level lead now for Bl3kitny's team, but oh boy, did everybody go ham in this one. That was crazy. All the ults got dropped. Like, so many beautiful plays. The mosh pit wasn't bad, but Anowin saving the target, Garrosh stepping up, flicking him over, Hanzo moving in, trying to stun them out, and even later on the gravel bomb and also the Entomb. I mean, play after play after play. That was awesome. That was really, really awesome. So now Gazelle has to deal with the top lane. 13 talents for Bl3kitny would give them an advantage. And they are already looking pretty solid here. I mean, again, they have 15 stacks against 5. Ty, careful, my friend. So yeah, he needs to move away from this a little bit. Gets still attacked. No problem for them, at least not now. They have way too many stacks already. There's no chance. The red team is just trying to push to the top lane now. Kill against Hanzo. Sorry, just move to the top to show you this one. This is going to be a lot of value for the team. So technically it could even take the fort down if they're lucky, and that could be a huge problem then. If it comes to that, that's a different question, but the camp is getting stolen away, and of course it doesn't mean that you can't get value. This is one of those situations where even just now moving through the bot lane, you could take the fort down, and Leo has dealt with the top lane in the meantime. But down here, Come On Bear is in trouble, and he's dead. Nice kill, well done. That should result in a fort being destroyed at least. And we're most likely going to see the wall destroyed down here too. Maybe even a little bit more than that. I mean, the wall is the minimum, but I guess they're going to let the Punisher do this. They moved into the middle instead to try and take the fort down here, which is, of course, a super easy exercise for them right now. He has 2 forts destroyed, and honestly, the Punisher alone is already going to do quite some work for you down here. So even if it doesn't take the entire wall down, it still makes sure that everybody is just waiting it out. That allows the blue team to rotate towards the top again, take another fort apart, get the kill against Gazlo. They're going in for the mind control here. They might not get the fort now, but that kill was important. Nice attempt, and can he get out? Yes, he can. Yeah, Anduin is just ruining plays all over the place right now. Anduin is just ruining every single play that ETC is trying to make. And honestly, these entombs aren't bad or anything. It's just like, it's tricky if there's no follow-up. He was hoping for the towers to do enough damage. And to be fair, his Mosh is also gonna... His Mosh is also gonna be back in time. But still. That's kind of rough. Yeah, it's a really fun game. Oh god, honestly, the games in the group stage so far have already been amazing. Absolutely love it. Damage output for Leo's at 16k, 19,000 for Hanzo. But the gap in experience, that's a real issue. 16 is ready. Now, they still got a bit of time to try and bridge that. Let's see if they can do it before the objective spawns. I mean, they got a bit more than a minute, so there's a chance. But it could be rough. And the blue team is exploiting whatever they can now. They have a talent advantage, so why not go for a push? They have Tai ghosting around. Nice entomb over the wall. He got the vision first. Now they can go for the mind control, but he is able to escape. Well done. Good defense. Team Mene holding on to it for now. Bit of a push at the top against the fort. Not going to be too much, but again, it's going to drop it slightly. And they should get level 16. They should get it for the next objective. They're so close right now that should definitely work. But the fort is gonna fall. And the next shrine is gonna be spawning in the middle of the map. Tai is gonna deal with this. And we had crazy comebacks, of course, in this group stage already. So you shouldn't really write them off here. Especially now that we're having level 16 available for both sides. Gives you once again a chance to fight on even talents, which wasn't really the case the last time. They had to give that up for that very reason. They simply didn't have the level 13, so what could they have done? Not really a whole lot. But now that the camps are about to be taken, we got 16 in any second. This one also just came up, so it can still be claimed. And with the camp that they're now taking, this is going to be the next talent for them. And yep, there we have it. Just as the objective gets announced. Imposing Presence is now in. And Gazlo went straight into the Arc Reactor. Stukov, of course, super strain, as we've seen in every single game where Stukov has played so far today. And with their camp now taken a little bit later also on their side, they should be able to protect the top lane. Which is kind of the goal of the whole exercise. But yep, Tai ghosting around. Double checking what's happening here, and also of course pushing on the Royal Focus with the Ominous Wraith. And here we go. I mean, that's really where you have to make your play. So now there's no excuses anymore. This is where Team Mene has to step up to the plate and just say, okay guys, let's see that we get the combo set up. And there's a lot of potential combos. A good Hanzo arrow into Gazlo setup, for example. There's already turrets right at the front that they can use to take some of these stacks and also dish some damage out. Good lockdown against Leo. Great lockdown against Leo. And there's the kill. Tai is down. Tai activating the trait. There's the setup. And oh, they only get one. And they kill with a Riptire. Get wrecked, baby. Riptire kill. Come on, Bear. He's gonna make it out. Was a good tether. Yep, tries to go for the mosh pit. Bit of a better safe than sorry setup from him here too, but let's take another look at this. Check this one out. Good escape too. Triple hit, and then they're coming in for the kill. They finally, with the Riptire, take Sylvanas down, but that was nicely done. It was also a good escape, by the way. So it was a great job with the Vault of the Wardens, and Anduin, of course, pulling one target out again. Now they're pushing a bit through the middle, they're pushing through the top. Sven is going to try and take the fort here. Hanzo is attempting to safeguard the bot lane. They are hoping to get at least something done in the middle of the map, but they're closing the gap in experience quickly now, and that's exactly what they need to do here. Close that experience gap, allow for even talents also in level 20. And as I said, they got some serious wombos that they can use, and they've been trying to do that now the entire time. Another lockdown, and Maiev is dead. That's the fort in the mid lane destroyed. Team Mene, how do these guys always get back into the games? Oh, it was a nice thought. It was a good thought here. It was a really nice attempt to go for tie, but it didn't quite work out. Yeah, there was still enough left on the Ghost Walk, so he could get out of this one. But they are all of a sudden just gaining a mad amount of momentum. And I think if you're Team Bl3kitny, you're a bit reminded right now of what happened in the first best of 3 series. So many crazy games, and this team is just showing a fantastic performance here. Now, the blue team dominated until that fight, though. They did really well on map control. Now they have to just make sure that they're not losing their shape. It's just forts destroyed, right? This is the last fort that is still on the map is the one that we're seeing down here. So even if Team Mene takes it, that would put us into a spot where both of the teams are just even. So, yep, there is still nothing won or lost here, but it's going to be an even battle. And talking about battle, there we go. Mind control, Stukov, and he's dead. Stukov is dead. There's Bl3kitny's team coming back into it. Yeah, Gravel Bomb was kind of nice, but it wasn't really enough. The arrow is also not hitting anything. Azerite, they try to get the kill. Oh, and Gaslo's turret took Ty down. 4 against 4. These turrets being absolutely annoying. Level 20 for both teams any second. So far, it's the blue team that has their chance. Dark Lady's Call, Glyph of Fate, Buried Alive. They're all in right here. Yeah. Great game. I like it. Insane plays, honestly. I mean, so many good plays on both sides now. I just love this. There's so much fun here. It honestly is. Sven at the top. What is he going to get? So, we are having them at level 20. First of all, that gives us the bullseye. I mean, shocker, obviously. That's what you would expect from Azerite. Also, the miniature black hole is now in. Reptile into the extra oomph. And I guess the most important thing is honestly going to be ETC. And what he's going to take in that situation. Has a couple of options for him. But also the controlled chaos. Alright. They're really looking at disengage now. Bolt of the Storm. So even for ETC, he could always bolt in and try and make the play there. But either way. We'll queue up at the top. Team is still looking tight. 10 kills to 7. Are they really going for the camp? I don't really think so. In that choke point? Against those ults? Camembert comes out, but can't do anything. That's dangerous, though. Once that he's flipped in, if Sylvanas reacts quickly enough and is in range, that could be the end of ETC. And losing your main tank in that situation, not going to be easy at all. Gaza has the most damage, by the way. More than Hanzo, 37,000. Top damage in the game. Not only in the team, in the game. Those turrets in the last few fights have just done work. Wheelq hasn't died yet either. Garrosh has not died once. So, yeah, he's still looking good. 10 kills to 7. Okay, everybody now moving to the top. Arrow, hitting hard. And Anduin ruins with the double trade pull. Glyph of Faith value right there. Slappity slap as they go for Sven. Sven, he's still alive, but another tether against Banana H. And can they get the kill? Yes, they can. The mosh pit at the bottom, but there's no damage follow-up. And Bl3kitny's team, they come in with a double kill and a triple kill. Oh, the plays. Once again, great plays over here. 3-for-1 trade. Nano's getting attacked too. They're trying to get Junkrat, and he makes it out on the skin of his teeth. Yeah, this isn't quite over yet, but oh boy. Yeah, check this out. I mean, that fight was huge. First they take Banana H down on Stukov. That was, of course, a big one. And they just can't kill Garrosh, even though the mosh pit was there and isolated him for the fight. And then the rest of the kills come in, and now they control the objective completely. And not only that, Oh my god, Hanzo goes down, but bot lane also pressured, so they have to fall back there too. So Chris gets the kill together with Henning. The two of them can lock Hanzo down. That's a staggered death. He's gonna be down for another 40 seconds after all of this. Mad plays. Holy hell. So, yep. There we go. 14 kills to 8 now, level 22. And with Sylvanas, the keep is a goner. Especially since Hanzo, of course, is down for another 30 seconds now. Him dying in that situation is just, it's just rough. But okay. Chris is sitting tight. Henning is here. Bl3kitny, he just fell, but he's on his way back now too. Arcane Punisher is also on the way. And it's time to party. Yeah, let's make the play here. Let's see how far they can go with this. Hanzo is back in another 18 seconds. Now he has the arrow up, so he could use that once that he's back from the Nexus. But here comes already the scout as Ty moves in. Double checks real quickly what's happening here. Bait over the wall. Happening. Maybe even a little bit too late. They're trying to follow up on this. And now, of course, the chance for Chris to isolate all of it. They're going quickly for the keep. Hanzo is back. Can throw the arrow out, but they need to follow up. They got the ults already. There's no engage. They're splitting. They know that the miniature black hole could be a problem. So they're just moving away from each other as much as they can and making a play for the keep. It's the only thing they really need here. If they can take kills, then of course they'll do it and maybe even go core. But just taking the keep alone is already a huge step towards victory. They are more than happy with that. So far, so good. So they're moving away once again. Will kill Bl3kitny. Ah, nice. Bullseye connect. Okay. Has the vision too. Connects a bit of damage. Arrow, missing completely. Yeah, that arrow didn't do anything. But, again, camps are still up. And of course you can YOLO the arrow out because, well, your cooldown is going to be ready by the time that the next objective is up. That's not even a quick by me. Duh. So, yeah, totally fine to try and hit that. Bottom of the map, talking about hitting things. Seems like the keep is getting hit a bit, and that's the second keep, so they can't lose that. 20 minutes in. Catapults hurt. And that's down to 50% HP. Can they maybe do something here? Nah, not quite. Alright. 59,000 damage for Hanzo. Hanzo got a little bit mad that Gazlo took over on the main damage number, so he's just moving in, like, not on my watch, baby. And started to turn up the heat a little bit. It's kind of insane that Stukov has died 4 times. It's really so uncharacteristic for Banana Age. He's getting attacked all over the place here. I mean, Leo is going for him. You see Bl3kitny's Maiev moving in all the time to try and get the kill here. So, yeah. There's the setup at the bottom of the map. They're trying to push this even further. Gotta be careful in the middle, though. That could also hurt you a little bit if you let it push too long. But down here, they got a chance with Sylvana. Maybe Leo, even if Leo just hits the bury alive. Okay. Yeah, not too much. But again, there's a bit of damage done. This wave is going to defend it, so it's going to be all good. Top side, catapults. Again, catapults are going to be a mad problem now. Catapults pushing in. It's now 21, 22 minutes into the game, and the next objective is up. That top lane will become a problem. If you can take the bot lane, keep out 2, then I don't want to say you are guaranteed to win the game, but your opponent has to make a very snappy play on the objective. They can't wait it out. It's like time that's working in your favor if you're able to destroy keeps on the opponent's side whenever the objective is up. So there's at least that. Now, I mean, how can they turn it? Honestly, if Hanzo goes full Overwatch on them together with Junkrat, then maybe. But they need to somehow get that kill in. And the combo, again, the combo is there. It's really just Anduin ruining the place. Henning has been smurfing the entire time. In the last fight in particular, you saw the entire setup where Gazlo was going for the big wombo combo. If that one connects, they are most likely toast. But Anduin came in, and thanks to his level 20 upgrade, the Glyph of Faith, he could just move in, bam bam, zip both of the targets out, and all of a sudden that entire combo setup didn't really do a lot. And that's what they're doing here the entire time. So now we have everything ready for the next big fight and the next objective, and that could very well be the end of the game. Ty is thinking about the Entomb. They're baiting it a little bit, and Wilq knows it. He's seen it. Now, we're talking about Wilq and baiting. He gets attacked, but Henning is ready. Maybe now a wombo setup. Now he can only pull 1 out. Maybe now's the time. 63,000 damage on Hanzo by now. Yeah, they're trying to take the catapults down, and they have to. That saves the top lane for now. But there's also this at the bottom of the map. Again, this keep likely gonna fall. All about the push at the top. They're trying to come in here. Arrow! Cage! Combo! Wombo! Gazlo, he's down! And again, the save! Henning over and over again. It's that bloody Anduin that is just coming in, using the leap of faith and saving them. They're trying to go for the kill against Tai. It doesn't work out. Bottom keep is in trouble, by the way, as I already highlighted earlier. But here in the middle, everything is looking great for the blue team. Everywhere they're doing their work right now. In comes the play. This is gonna get nasty for Team Mene. They have played a pretty good game here, but it just seems like Bl3kitny's team is always a step ahead, and the bottom keep has just fallen. This one's down. The push at the top. They go for ETC, the mind control. No mosh pit for you, my friend. He slides out. He's still alive. They could go for Tai. They tried to go for him, and the N2 misses. The mosh pit does too, and Hanzo is dead. Hanzo is dead. They're going for more. Tai, they want the kill, and they get them. Stukov down, Junkrat down. Team Overwatch is dead, and now they're trying to go for Come On Bear. He might survive all of this. Bottom keep didn't. Punisher is taken. They want to go for game. They want to go for game. 2 catapults on the core any second, unless ETC takes care of it. And Gaslow is getting crushed. He's trying to get for a kill. He can't. ETC, he's following it up on it, but even he is not able to take Leoric down. And Camo Bear is likely going to fall. Yeah, they know it's over. They know it's over. The catapults are already on the core. They're already dropping the shield here. Great first game. 24 minutes. They go for all the keeps to get the extra experience. Kappa. But now they're moving straight in for the finish. Game number 1 ends in favor of Team Bl3kitny. Beautiful game here as Team Mene gets defeated on Infernal Shrines. Nicely done. The lead in the best of 3 for the blue team.
Before we head into game number 2, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet, so you don't miss out on any future content here on Khaldor TV.
Game number 2. First game, honestly, first game was awesome. First game was kind of awesome, but at the same time, Bl3kitny's team taking the lead. Now they were heading into Battlefield of Eternity. Gives them, of course, a chance to close this out with a 2-0 victory. And, well, we'll see if that happens or if Team Mene is going to fight back here. Let's not forget that the last time that these two teams played against each other, Team Mene was the one winning the entire series. Now, again, the 10 heroes that you've seen in game number 2 are not available anymore on the second map. So that means in total, before we start the draft even, 23 heroes are not available. And I'm going to highlight it again because people keep forgetting it. This means also this is a bit of a warm-up in the group stage, because when we're heading into the main event, more heroes will be banned out, more than the 13 that we have in this one. So things are going to even become a little bit more crazy than they are here. But yeah, awesome setup here. I like it. Actually, real fun to see all of that. It was a good game. And we had Gaslow in. He nearly won. He led the damage for a long time. But at the end of the day, it wasn't quite happening. Okay, Ophia is going to be banned. Guys, again, I want to say this real quickly because I say this in pretty much every series here. I don't think I mentioned it in the first game. If not, I'm just not going to do it again. Hightech sponsors the event. The guys are amazing to work with. This is the second Meta Madness that they're sponsoring, and I hope that I can work with them in the future again on more. You can help to make that happen a little bit if you take 2 or 3 seconds out of your time. If you're watching this on YouTube, there's going to be a link in the video description. If you just check the link out, that helps already. Hightech wants to see if the community engages a bit with the website. They want to also get the word out there. So definitely just have a look at the website. You don't have to go on a buying spree or anything. Just checking it out already helps. If you're in the market for something, obviously that would be even better. But outside of that, just clicking the link costs you 2-3 seconds. And if Hightech sees traffic from the Heroes community, from the event here, then it's easier for me to talk to them in the future about more events. And especially with 2021 in mind, I would love to set some more things up. So take 2 or 3 seconds out of your schedule. Just click the link in the video description, and that's already super helpful. So would be very much appreciated. So thank you very much for doing that, and then we'll hopefully also have more events in 2021 with Hightech like this one. So if you enjoy the show, take those few seconds and subscribe to the channel if you have done it yet. Either way, got the first picks coming in, and we get Deathwing. Alrighty, so Deathwing taken immediately. First pick for them on Battlefield of Eternity. Yeah, no, Fear gets banned. Jimmy, by the way, now banned, so that means no Exterminator plays. Both of the StarCraft DPS players heroes get banned out. We have the ban on Hogger too. At some point, we're gonna get a Hogger game here. At some point we're gonna get one. Maybe Blizzard even gets another like quick patch in before the main event starts around Christmas, and then just drops the damage limit a little bit and makes it easier to deal with, but not so much. Greymane gets also picked, and we have the pick into Thrall again. Now we've seen that already a few times. I could definitely see Bl3kitny going on the hero again. Ty has played Thrall also a lot in the past, and so did Chris, by the way. But you could also have Bl3kitny going for it. Then again, Bl3kitny is also another one of those guys that played a lot of Greymane. As I said in one of the earlier games, they have an insane amount of overlapping heroes. They can be very, very flexible in the way that they are picking and playing here. Deckard, Kayn, and Vala. Alright, so now they still needed a little bit of damage, and that's where Vala comes into play. Okay, me likey, because with Vala, that means... wait, I've actually screwed things up a little bit here. Vala means that we have an arrow build, so good for them. Yeah. Vala with the arrow build, that's going to be a nice damage on the immortal. I mean, again, you got Greymane on one side, you got Vala on the other. There's still a few more heroes that are technically available that you could try and go for. Zarya gets banned out too. Kind of sad a bit about that, because I would love to just see Zarya picked, and especially for the red team, that would have been kind of awesome if they get Zarya for the 4-man as well. But again, that more or less like double support Vala setup is super strong, so I think this is a really cool ban that they have, making sure that that is not going to be an issue for them. But what do we ban out against the blue team for now? You can still try and ban out Wilkie a little bit and tick around with the front line. And they ban Malfurion again. They don't want to be locked down there, especially with the potential follow-up from Greymane and Thrall. They're a little bit wearier about that. But let's see. Chris, Wilkie, and Henning, they still need their picks, so we need a support, we need a side laner, and we need a main tank. I suppose when I'm looking at what's available, Muradin might be an option for Wilkie. I think that's actually a very good option, unless he wants to play Mei again, which he used in one of the series earlier today, in the losers match actually. And an Uberak, they go aggressive instead. Alright, if you go for an Uberak in a setup like this, you're pretty much signaling right from the get-go, guys, we want to get kills. We want to come in and we want to do a huge amount of damage, want to drop you down quickly. And time will tell if they actually are able to make a play like this. Alright, so... what are we going to get here? Arthas and Blaze! Alrighty! Arthas and Blaze get both taken. So, yep, that gives us a good opportunity for them now too. And, yeah, let's go. Good opportunity to lock stuff down, but Arthas as a main tank is kind of crazy. Could be a side lane, I suppose. That's a beefy wall there that they have built up now. What's Chris gonna play? Oh, Mephisto! Alright, Mephisto is in, and well, that sets us up for the next game here. But Arthas and Blaze, Arthas, Blaze, and Deathwing at that front. That's a beefy wall, but the engage has to come from Blaze, I suppose, and then Arthas follows up on it. Right now it seems Blaze main tank and Arthas on the side lane, or as a second follow-up. It's an interesting lineup. Let's go, let's go. Interesting lineup, game number 2, Battlefield of Eternity, everybody. Game number 2, Bl3kitny's team is in the lead as we are heading into Battlefield of Eternity. Bl3kitny himself on Greymane, Chris on Mephisto. We got the Wilkie and an Uberak. Aggressive combo from them this time for sure. Henning is playing Rhaegar, Ty on Thrall, and over to the right side of the map, Team Mene with Banana H on Deckard, Kayn. Camembert the main tank on Blaze, Sven on Arthas, we got Azerite on Vala, and Nano on Deathwing. Yeah, again, main tanks are starting to become a bit rare in these drafts, and that's why we now have adjustments made on Team Mene's side. They're playing a very heavy setup at the front with a lot of beefy heroes, but not the typical main tanks that you get. Blaze obviously has been played as a main tank a couple of times in the past, but not really with a whole lot of success. Even in HGC times, Team Dignitas with JPL was trying that out 2 times, and then decided that it's not really a good thing for them. That was before the jet propulsion changes that then triggered Lauba to play that style a little bit more often. But even there, it's not a very common occurrence. So in this case, they have to push into this a bit more. But now we have at the bottom of the map, ooh, beautiful skin. I love that skin for Deathwing. Absolutely awesome. That's actually a very, very good one. There we go. Nano is sitting there, is doing his thing with Deathwing. We got the arrow build for Vala. Top side, that's where Arthas is currently taking over. The team is rotating between the lanes a little bit, also in an attempt to take at least one of the camps. I mean, ideally you want to take both, but rarely does it happen. It happens though. So now we got the camp about to be taken at the top side, at the bottom of the map, with Monster Hunter as the level 1 choice. We see the same thing coming in now, so yeah, good for them. And that allows both teams to be a bit more aggressive and push slightly. Trolling Thunder as a level 1 talent on Thrall. We got Chris just playing it out with the Furious Spark, at least for the time being, and the rotations are still there. Banana H and his little snowflake is already coming over. They're trying to lock an Ubarak down, but Will Q retreats and is able to move away from this. Easy peasy. It's actually interesting that we could see also a bit more dragon action for Team Mene now that they have Arthas, because they could technically go for Syndragosa too. I mean, maybe. I don't really see it though. Again, Sven is gonna have to deal with a lot of aggression from the front. I suppose that we're gonna see him with his level 7 commitment, so that he has a bit more survivability here. Yeah, the Icebound Fortitude, I mean. He will be one of the targets for sure. You have an Ubarak diving in, especially after 16 with Epicenter, Thrall following up with the Wolf. Yeah, maybe even Rhaegar jumping in. I mean, Rhaegar went on level 1 into the Colossal Totem, so he's going to be looking for the synergy with his level 16 talent to lock targets down even further. And any kind of follow-up on that end would really lock a target down for a long time. You have Greymane with good damage, and in addition to that also, of course, Mephisto. Now, let's not forget that with the Frozen Tempest in general, Arthas is kind of counter to Greymane too. Again, like this hard counter setup in Heroes is not really a big thing, but you've seen in the past when Arthas was more a part of the meta, a lot of Arthas players would be picking their hero whenever Greymane appears on the other side, because they have an easier time locking these auto attacks down a bit. So that's something that they can do here, and I would expect that. So Sven has some options with that. So Greymane has to be careful also how he engages into these fights. But generally speaking, Arthas will be one of the targets, and the Legion would definitely help you to survive. If they have some momentum at level 10 and they think, hey, there's a chance that we can just snowball the game, I wouldn't put it past them to go for Syndragosa on him on the other hand, especially if they are able to run an Immortal at level 10. That might allow them to take even an early keep. Now, there's of course a lot of like theory crafting right here. Time will tell what exactly is going to happen, but there's definitely options available now. Howling Blast after Jet Propulsion. Yeah, we were talking about this already, and Ty moves out, but he still gets body blocked. And yeah, he's gonna fall. Arthas is able to lock him down long enough, and they are following up with even more damage against Greymane. But thanks to Chris moving in, they need to abandon the idea of killing a second hero here. Now we have with level 4 talents also Monster Hunter ready. There's a stun. Does he get a stack together? Azerite is low and still zeros. There's the first stack, and there's the kill. Second kill comes in. They want to go for Bl3kitny, and oh my god! Yes, there it is! Triple kill! They get the third kill, they are able to take it. Nicely done. And now, of course, they can work on the Immortal. They already won the halftime show. Very, very different pace in this game from the beginning. So, the red team definitely taking a big lead here. I mean, it's just level... Like, we are 4.5 minutes in and they're already about to win the first Immortal. Icebound Fortitude as expected, now taken on 7, so is the Repeating Arrow. Shielding Potion for Deckard Cain on level 4, by the way. And, of course, Skyfall on 7. Kind of mandatory on Deathwing with most builds. Yeah, and now they have an opportunity to push aggressively through the bottom of the map. Full-on Carapace build for an Ubarak so far. Going into the cooldown reduction here with the continuous plating. Ancestral Wrath is of course in, and there's the cleanse for Rhaegar. Alright boys, we got a game on our hands. Team Mene stepping up a little bit because they want to make sure that they are playing this out on the third map. And this is how the first series went too, just as a bit of a reminder. Map number 1 was taken by Bl3kitny's team, and then Team Mene won 2 maps in a row. So maybe they always need a bit of a warm-up before they get into their final form and then can do the damage. Then again, Sven is about to be taken down. Yeah, he escapes though, and they're actually locking Ty in! The fly-in locked him into the corner, and he couldn't escape anymore. And now they're trying for a second kill. They're going straight in for Greymane, who gets cleansed out by Rhaegar, but now Rhaegar himself is in trouble, and he goes down. The doggy is dead. They took the fort, and they're going for the keep ball. What? 5 kills to 0, 1.5 level lead. They are crushing all of a sudden. Absolutely crushing. They're gonna take the wall down. The tower is down, and this is how it all started. Look at how he locked them in. Look at Deathwing. Deathwing flies in, and that locks the target into the corner, and they can take Tai down. And that's how it all started off. 5 kills to 0 and nearly level 10 for them. Oh boy. Team Bl3kitny, they are having a tough game. Great performance in game number 1. Fantastic. But right now it gets getting rough. There it is. The army of the dead is in. We got the bunker drop. And of course also the old man telling stories again. Stay a while and listen, sweet summer child. Yeah, but they are still a level ahead. The question is, what are they going to do with it? Now that they take the camp at the top, can they, for example, push through the top and, well, take the wall down here maybe? Take the fountain down? Something? So, whatever they can, like, they should push this advantage as much as they can. And the pings are already there. Someone else needs to rotate and help out, but look how quickly they're burning this down. There's just no fear here. And why would there be? They have level 11 versus level 9. Why wouldn't you try to at least take the fountain down? Honestly, they try to go for the fort. They're looking for kills here. They're already poking them out with all of the slow that they're holding. Deathwing is coming in now too. Yeah, and they can with the next minion wave poke this even further. Level 10 will be ready for Bl3kitny's team during the next objective. So whatever you can do to take fountains down, you want to do it. Yeah, they're going to take this one. Well, maybe not. Nah, there it is. Alright, so they have it. Cocoon is now ready. And we got also Thrall committing to the Earthquake. The camp is about to be taken. Of course, Durance of Fate here for Mephisto. Now, this is the time it will really show how strong they are with all of this. Because, again, they have a massive lead. Great advantage that they took. Especially since the top lane could, of course, lose the fort now. But here comes also the Bloodlust. They want to go for the snappy kills now. And we already knew that when they picked the Nubarak. Now, there's the potential to make some plays here. Top lane gets pushed. Bottom of the map, Vala is waiting for the camp to move in so they can take it down. It's a bit of a slower approach than we've seen on the last one. But here's the opportunity to get even further ahead. And even just the stats advantage through another level lead would give Team Mene a bit of a lead into this. Now, there's Sven already. They're going for Greymane. Icebound 42 as he moves through the Immortal stun. But he can't get the kill. They're looking for Will Q again. Blue team, they feel pressured. Top side, the fort is in trouble and nearly going down, and the halftime show is also ending in favor of the red team. They're doing incredibly well now all of a sudden. Okay, over here, there's the next push. Choke point control is everything right now. Again, top lane fort very likely gonna fall, but down here it seems like more is gonna fall. Greymane is trying to go for a counter kill against Vala as he's jumping over the wall, but he goes down. They are bunkering it up. And that is a kill, the kill number 6, and boy are they in trouble. Their Immortal is losing hit points, Vala is moving in, repeating arrow and everything else. And that's Immortal number 2. Thrall is saving the fort for now, but obviously this one is going to fall within just a second. Wow! Team Mene stepping it up big time for this. Now everybody's still moving topside in the attempt to take the fort down before the Immortal is even here. And they're going to get level 13. They're going to get level 13 together with this. Bottom of the map, Deathwing against Thrall. I guess he's going to join the fun soon, TM as well. Here's the 13 talents. And it's time to party hard, baby. They're taking the fort down, and that's a chance to take the keep. Oh, we're only 10 minutes in. Yeah, there's the push. They're about to take the wall down. Coming straight in for it. Here we go. Quick move onto the wall. Tower down. Engaged from a Nubarak. They're moving in from the side. They want to drop the Earthquake too. Well, he's on cooldown, so he wants to drop it, but he can't. And he gets attacked immediately. Tie body block. Beautiful setup. They don't get the kill, but that was still well done. And the Immortal is still pushing, and they are looking for another target. And of course the support is working overtime. The setup, and the kill against Rega. He gets the Bloodlust out, but they are taking this keep one way or another. Well played. 7 kills to 0. More than a 2-level lead, and they are just so massively ahead right now. It's crazy. boy, they stepped it up. Game number 1 to game number 2, this looks like a different team here. What on God's green earth is this? Arthas is nearly done with this level 4. 13 stacks for Vala. She's gaining more and more momentum for the next objective. Can burn the Immortal down even faster once that she has more stacks on the puncturing arrow. The keep at the top is destroyed. Constant catapult pressure. 11 minutes into the game. They're just playing such a great game here. So much coordination in these team fights now. Totally different. And yeah, Team Bl3kitny, they don't get a foothold in this game. They are trying, but of course now you're also playing a game where you're always a little bit behind. Talent behind, level behind, objective behind structures. They need big teamfight victories to bring this one back. And I guess they can. Again, they got the bullet, they got some setups that are pretty neat. The entire lineup is designed to be very quick and aggressive, but they've been the ones that have been engaged upon time and time again, so it's not really the game they want to play. They need to be the ones that make the decision, that force the fight, that go for the pick, and it hasn't happened. I mean, we have seen 2 Bloodlusts, and both of them have been kind of passive. So, yeah, moment of truth. Obviously, with Bloodlust, you can go for the tidal wave, so they do. And they are attacking. Before 16 is there, they want the kills. They want the kills, but it fails again. And Nubarak is about to go down. He's dead. They can't get a kill. And, the thought is there. Honestly, the thought is not a bad one. Force the fight before 16. They have to. It looks a bit silly, and it's not really the best battle that they can get, but they know that level 16 would put them completely behind. So now they just force the engage, and they lost again their frontliner, and they are in a position where they're 3 levels behind, they are talent behind, and if they can't get a miraculous attack here, then it's going to be, I mean, likely the end of the game. Halftime show is already taken, and Nubarak is back. Death timers are still low because we're only 13 minutes into the game. But oh boy, is this going wrong for them. They had to make the play. They had to go for the fight. It was a correct decision to try and force it there. But now they're facing the music. This is absolutely nuts. There we go. We have again the attack against Bl3kitny, and Nubarak is just suffering. He's just suffering there. This is not the type of play you want to make with a Nubarak. He wants to be the engage and then the quick damage, and it just doesn't work. The core gets attacked, the shield is falling as the camp is pushing in, the immortal is taken too, and the core is going to lose hit points in just a second. That catapult is fired, by the way. Greymane is down, Thrall dies too, double kill against them. Core is losing a few hit points already as we speak, and they are going to go for a game here. They're actually playing it super safe, even moving down to the bottom of the map. They're 4 levels ahead right now, and this is an absolute nightmare, an absolute disaster. At this point, what can you actually do with it? That's the big question. I mean, bringing it back, I don't really think so. I mean, there's no way they're defending this, is there? There's absolutely no way. Look at this. He's even going for the seething hatred over here. Even that's a thing. And here comes the attack for the core. 37,000 damage for Vala. That's the end of game number 2. We're gonna go the full distance on this one again. Azerite dies, but the Immortal is still dishing out the damage, and that is game. Game number 3, everybody. We're heading into a 3rd game for the 2nd time between these 2 teams. Bl3kitny against Team Mene. Eye level. Let's go. Game 3. Let's make it happen. Game number 3, Towers of Doom, everybody. Let's go. Okay, we're going the full distance again, and of course that also means tons and tons of heroes banned out. Even as we're heading into this, already 23 heroes are not allowed to be played. 6 more heroes are going to be banned in the draft. That is 29 heroes banned out, and as I promised you, this is only going to be the start, the warm-up for Meta Madness, where we're going to see even more banned. But boy, did we have a series so far. It's again, it seems a little bit like a replay of what happened the first time these 2 teams collided in the group stage. Yeah, this is the battle for number 2 and number 3 in the standings of this group, and that will determine the seeding for the main event. Now, Ophia gets banned immediately, but I gotta say, this is getting a bit banana over here, so it's gonna be fun. And I am again impressed by Team Mene. After game number 1, I really looked at this, I was like, alright, they won the first series, they won the first best of 3, but Bl3kitny's team, they got this now. Yeah, and then game number 2 happens, and I'm just like, whew, okay. That was insane. They just dominated from start to finish. That game plan that the blue team had just didn't come through at all. Obviously, we were trying to go for like a dive comp and some attacks, but that didn't happen. The interesting part to me is that Varian is still up. I'm not quite sure if they realize that, because Varian would have been maybe a little bit better in that position if you want to go for that particular kill combo. We've seen Varian with Stukov already a lot of times. But let's see what's happening on the first pick now. There's Muradin is still up, Varian is still up, Tyrael, Stitches, but Mal'Ganis. But there's not really... Again, you're seeing already that the pool is getting a little bit smaller on the tanks in particular. So... Malfurion, he gets picked this time. Okay. Was banned out in most of the previous ones. But you can already see that the priorities are shifting, right? So all of a sudden we are seeing the supports being picked right away. There's not that much out there. Karazim could still be picked, so that's another one. You got an Uther available. I suppose in a pinch, white main. Yeah, and drafting takes no longer. Everybody needs to double check, hey guys, what are we picking here? Mal'Ganis and Lucio. Okay. Mal'Ganis is taken, so is Lucio. Kind of forgot about him, honestly. Here on towers. But look at the draft priorities already. Completely different. This is one of the cool things about this. It's not only like, okay, which heroes are getting played, but also how does it change the draft? How does it change the way that the teams are approaching drafting? Because they now have to deal with those restrictions. Muradin, I suppose, wasn't really something that was ever in question. But now we have also Zul taken for the side lane. But yeah, I think at least the Muradin pick was kind of obvious. He was, after Mal'Ganis in particular, the only real tank where you say like, okay, it makes a whole lot of sense. Now, there's no damage dealers that have been picked at all. Damage dealers are one of the few that we still have plenty around. So you could, for example, still go for Jimmy, who wasn't taken yet. Sergeant Hammer is up. Hazu played the Sergeant twice. Twice? 3 times? I don't even remember. Played multiple times for his team. Kel'Thas gets banned. Okay. It's been a while since I've seen a Kel'Thas ban in a competitive game. And Sonya gets banned now as well. Yeah, Sven, again, he is incredibly strong on Sonya. Kind of surprising to me that he didn't pick the hero before that. But yeah, let's go. Alrighty, so let's see. What are we gonna get picked? Zeratul, alright. And Rexa. Yeah, Zeratul is also gonna be interesting to see who again plays over that. I guess they want to also pick it away from Tai, I suppose. I mean, Tai would have been really happy about a Zeratul pick, I assume. If he doesn't play Zul for them, but I think now he might. Alright. What's the damage? What is Chris gonna get? Again, I mentioned a couple of the auto attackers that are still in play. It's not gonna be a problem on the damage dealers. Is really the category where you have always plenty. There's Jimmy. That was expected. And Kira is now also getting played. Alright, so Kira is in. And that leaves us with the last pick. What is Nano gonna play? Kira is a little bit more popular now that we are entering game number 3. It's I think the 3rd time that we have seen her in Towers of Tomb in particular, by the way. Alright, Nano, let's go. Last pick for game 3. And it is Tassadar! Okay. Haven't seen him in a while either, but yep, that sets us up for the 3rd map, everybody. Towers of Doom. Bl3kitny's team against Mene's team. Group A is going to finish in this one. Let's see which team is able to take the victory here as we're jumping straight into Towers of Doom. Game 3 of our series here at Meta Madness. Let's go. Towers of Doom is the map, the final map in the series as we are heading into the 3rd game. Chris on Reyna for the blue team. Bl3kitny himself jumped on Zul. We got Tai on Kira. The Wilq with Muradin. And Henning is playing Malfurion. In our 3rd game here. Team Mene, without Mene. On the right side, with Banana H on Lucio. We got Camembert on Mal'Ganis. Nano on Tassadar. Sven on Rexa with a Bird of Prey on level 1 for the extra damage here against the minions. For the side laning, and Azerite is playing Zeratul. Time to party! Let's go, and let's see which team takes the #1 spot. Can Team Mene do it again? And take Bl3kitny's team down? with a 2-1 victory, or is the blue team finally breaking that little curse here from their opening match in the group and turn it around now with a 2-1 victory in this one? Yeah, good to go. So let's see what they can actually pull off here. I'm really curious because Zeratul is always a character that you also have to keep your eye on. Azerite might have a very different approach, by the way, towards the hero than what we are seeing from Tai, Dainu and others. So that's why it's a bit interesting to see what he can pull off here. Tassadar then trying to drop the damage and going straight into the queue with a static charge over here. And up at the top side, obviously Bl3kitny is going to be the one rotating around and trying to make the play here. Blue team still waiting this out. Azerite acting as a bit of an observer ward here. But yeah, I'm kind of happy about this. Third game, always kind of fun. And off they go. They try to go for Will Q. He's obviously scouting all of this out, but still. There's the play, there's the move. Yeah, and Will Q is moving back. Couple of talents, of course, also changed as we're now looking at all of this. I mean, again, you're looking at a lineup where Ace in the hole makes a whole lot of sense for you over the Exterminator. Gone are the days where Exterminator was always the best pick. And there's a kill against Rexa. Nicely done. Hey, honestly, the level 1 on that hero was... Oh, can they get the counter kill? Chris? Yeah. Nah, not really. Ah, well, Azerite, he gets it. Now he just has to get out. Gets moon fired. Maybe. I should get a blink in a second. Stop. Oh my god. Will Q nearly locked him down. Yeah, the level 1 on Reyna is always an interesting one because initially it was all about Ace in the hole. No other talent was even something that you could like talk about, so to say, or consider. Especially, well, outside of Battlefield of Eternity. Then it gets buffed and Exterminator gets played on Battlefield. People are realizing it's also pretty good on other maps. It gets a bit overbuffed and it gets picked everywhere. And then Blizzard finally, after I think like 4 or 5 patches where they always adjusted the talent a bit, it's now in a spot where you can make the adjustment depending on your team composition and whatever map you play. So gone are the days where you have to go into Exterminator. Ace in the hole allows you a little bit more here. And they got plenty of stuns and slows and everything that they can play around for it. Full cleave build for Zeratul. We talked about that build already a lot. And by the way, Muradin, as you can see, full-on old-school build for Will Q. Yeah, that's a nice kill. Lucio, he came, he saw, he died. Veni, Vidi, GG. Instantly annihilated here. He slid into the fight and said goodbye. And the rest of the team is also insanely low, so there's tons of momentum now all of a sudden for the blue team. Should be able to walk away with 2 out of the 3 altars. Sven is channeling the top right, but yeah, let's see. Bottom of the map. Starting to move back. Boom. And there's the hits. And the fire on the other side is, of course, coming in too. Another 4 shots fired. And that's another 4 since the blue team channels 2 of them. Stacks not really all that great for Rexa at this point. Level 4 is there. And yeah, the one thing that also is going to be a little bit important, as I said, is to watch out for Muradin, because he doesn't go into like that Stormbolt setup that we see a lot these days, but goes for the old school where you have the double clap on level 4, healing static on level 13, even going into the third wind on level 1. Maybe even Stone Form on 16, I suppose that one he's going to drop, but he is playing a real tanky setup. Not quite the target that he wanted to go for, but I guess he's going to take it. He wanted to go for Lucio here, but instead they're hitting Camembert. The tank does not go down, but again, you take what you get, right? That's another stack for the baseline, so he's sitting at 9. And there we go. We have our level 7 talents, in this case with the Seeker in the dark. And the Skullcracker too. 3 stacks on Broccoli. He's going to try and pick up a little bit of momentum here. I mean, Broccoli, again, you're also, of course, trying to make sure that you can interrupt any kind of channel and other stuff. Right, a little bit of a play in the middle. It's actually not really that aggressive just yet. If you compare that to the previous game, a lot of the aggression that we had in the early game is definitely missing here. But it's about taking your camps now. And blue team could, of course, already steal one away. So getting bot lane control is still the one-on-one on this map. So they're going to try to do that as quickly as possible. But this time there's obviously no Sylvanas. Again, Sylvanas has been played previously. She can't be played again, and that's a problem. So, yeah, let's see. Azerite is sitting tight. Top side is getting pushed out. It's double altar at the bottom of the map this time. Camembert is riding his mighty steed into battle. But they are going for the move against the main tank again. There's one electric fence after another, but it seems like Melganis might be in trouble. And there's the kill. Ty slides in from the side. 1 kill, 2 kill. It's a double, baby. And they're looking for number 3, which in this case they can't get. But a worthy double kill, and that could be a double altar. Another stack for Bl3kitny. He's sitting at 12. First channel is completed. Second channel about to. Shots are fired. Zeratul is not making a move here. And this is how it all started. I mean, have a look at this. They went in for the first kill, and it was Ty, honestly, coming in from the side, getting the kill. And then they got the second one against Lulcio. And that's 4 kills to 1. That's a half-level lead. That's 36 points to 24 on the core. Decent stacks for Muradin, considering the time frame. And quite a bit of momentum they're building for themselves. Ooh, unrelenting strikes are in too. No final strike this time. Okay. Muradin, traditional ult here too. Do we see any surprises? Void Prison. Again, kind of expected that after the way that the build was set up here for them. So no Might of the Narazim, super hyper Zeratul jumping all over the place and trying to get kills in. And in addition to that, we got the Archon. Yeah. Now, top side, that's where another camp is getting taken. But can they push somewhere? Outside of these short battles, there's not really a lot of aggression yet. But I suppose this is going to change once the team feels they have a better chance to push into some structures. And they are trying to steal the camp away, I suppose. They got Bl3kitny here, they got Tyus, they're starting to make the play. Tassada's going to sniff that out. And Camembert is already on the way. So, there's that. First one down. That's a full commitment. That's a full commitment. There's the fight again. Yeah, already the Hyperion being used. Bl3kitny on Zul is slicing and dicing up at the top. Did not go into a full-on scythe build. But he's still able to do some work with it. And they steal the camp. They got the camp, and it's a single altar at the bottom of the map now. Okay, off we go. Yeah, Bl3kitny with another Stormbolt attempt. He wants that quest so bad right now. Didn't really dare to go into Sledgehammer this time. Zul is still sitting at the side here. Azerite jumps out. Oh my god, so many targets, and he hits the middle. Ah, another Stormbolt that hits nothing. Zoning Stormbolt. Zoning Stormbolt from Bl3kitny. Looking for another one over here, and this one should hit no matter where he drops it. Needs to jump out though. There's the Avatar. Hits it on Camembert. He's low. There's Sound Barrier saving in ass. Unrelented strikes, and Misha falls. Tranquility from Henning keeps the team in play. Archon is over. They're getting pushed back already. Of course, everybody's just simply going for the fountain right now. Another Stormbolt is hitting hard, and this time the follow-up from Malfurion is there with the Rooters. They're trying to go for the kill, but instead it's turning against Henning. Henning is low, and there it is. Malfurion dead. They try to go for Bl3kitny. Azerite, he's looking for a kill, and they get it against Zul. Camembert survives the double kill, the triple kill for the red team. Nicely done. 3 kills by Team Mene. 3 kills in. Well done. They're coming back into this. 4 kills to 4. Murdering it over here. Yeah, well done. And now, of course, they're attempting to steal all of this away. They're 16 points down. The channel was still successful for the blue team, so let's not forget about that. But, whew. It's getting spicy here. Level 13 is ready as well. Bl3kitny gets attacked. Banana H making it out, but careful. And yeah, now they are taking the fight with the level 13 talent. They're still losing it. 1 down, 2 down. That's a double kill, baby. And could it be more? There's no way, right? Nah, not really. Quiz has to be careful that he doesn't go too far out here. Yeah, Banana H moving back. Healing Static is now in for Muradin. That's going to make his life so much easier in these fights. The way that these fights are going, Healing Static is just going to be insane for him. There's so much stacking happening at the front. So once that you are able to get the value out of the double clap, you are going to be a beast to deal with. Now another camp spawns and he immediately gets attacked here. I gotta say that Team Bl3kitny's camp control is hyper solid. So, yeah. There's another channel. Top left, top right should be exchanged now. Don't really see anything happening in that particular case. I don't think that any team is going to be aggressive around this. Then again, I've been wrong before. And it seems like at least Muradin tries to be a little bit annoying. If they commit to it, that's a different question. Yeah, not really. No. Shots are fired. It's going to happen on both sides. Bottom of the map, Pumpkins want to make it in. Banana Age is holding it for now without the support. It's, of course, an easy channel up at the top. There's no doubt that he's going to get this one. Still a bit of a trap in the middle. Nobody really making a play for it yet. The shots are connecting, 16 to 32, so they're doubling the points on the core. And it gets dangerous. It gets really dangerous for the red team. They had some nice moves, some good kills, but they are starting to fall farther and farther behind, despite the fact that they haven't really lost any structural control yet on the game. But yeah, 18 stacks for Muradin as well. That's another thing. Once that he's done with this baseline, it's going to become even more of a problem, and he's already starting to become annoying thanks to the survivability that he offers the team now. Zeratul is taking top lane control, at least the camp, so they are starting to push against the bell tower. So it's not only the blue team that is making some moves here. We're seeing that from the other team as well. And yeah, 16 talents, that's what they want. Go for the 16, try and take that. Zul still holding on to the lead at the top. Camp is back up, so another one to be taken. That should honestly give them also a little bit of an experience lead. I don't even understand why they are not farther ahead. Oh, big difference. 26 to 29,000. Alright, they missed out on a lot of lane minion experience. Because on Mercenaries, they are ahead. They're also heavily ahead on the hero kills. But they lost out significantly on lane XP. Okay, that explains why the red team is slightly ahead in experience themselves. And of course, with the level 16 talent that they now have, that also means that we have the cleave for Zeratul completed. He has the Void Slash now. That's huge for him. Feign Death is in too. And now there's the 16 on the other side. And that gives us first and foremost the Decrepify and the Echoes of Death. Now the question is, what is Muradin going to go for? Full survivability, Stone Form. Full survivability. But they're not going to survive that, are they? That was a great setup. Well, Tranquility is out, but Henning goes down. There's the Hyperion. They need a counter kill. I don't know if they can get it. That was a beautiful setup with the Void Prison. Very well executed by Azerite. I like it. But Tassadar is dead. Tai, he gets out. Tai gets out. All right, can tap the fountain. Fight is still going on. And top lane gets channeled. Yeah, Sven and his boys, they're just going for it. He got both. He got both of them. Okay, they're still fighting over the one in the middle, so a 2-for-1 exchange. Team Mene might have lost 2 heroes, but they're taking 2 of the altars. They're closing the gap a little bit just before they're losing another 4 points. Boom, 24 to 12. Still doubling the numbers on the other side. 8 kills to 5 now. It's a really interesting game. It's not really going Team Mene's way, but it's not really snowballing. It feels like every single time that they get, like a hero gets killed, they get a counter kill. They lose an altar, they take one, you know? So they're still holding the chance to get back into the game. Now, with that one falling, that might change. That might be the beginning of a snowball. And I want to also highlight that Muradin is getting closer and closer to completing his quest. He is right now sitting at 22 stacks, 3 away. The root, the follow-up. Don't tell me they can get the kill here. No, they can't, but they are getting close. And they have the control over the bot lane now. That means that those pumpkins are now going for core, and it's a huge advantage also on bell towers. That could allow them to drop them even faster through altars. Whew. Damage output, 30,000 for Tassadar, 38,000 for Chris on Jim Rayner. Advantage now also for the blue team in experience. So it's really that all of the cards are currently stacked in favor of Team Bl3kitny. This is the comeback map in the pool. As far as Heroes of the Storm games go, this is the comeback map, so we'll see what they can pull off here, but holy smokes. This is getting dangerous. Top side, VP, as they have to get out. That's a cooldown burn. Single altar on the map. Slows the game down a little bit. Could still drop the red team into the single digits if they lose out on this one. But can Team Mene bring it back? They had great comebacks. They had fantastic comebacks in this group stage. But can they pull it off here? So now 8 kills to 5. Altar is up. And it's party time. Tai is already a little bit low. Will Q looking for the Stormbolt. Misha is down. Alright. And Stormbolt connects. He needs 2 more to complete the quest. Could happen in this team fight. Hyperion to zone them completely. Henning already with his ult. Sliding around here, and they are doing fairly well here. Another Stormbolt connects, he's missing 1. Banana Age is low, and there's the sound barrier since he has to save himself. Zeratul trying to rip them apart in the backline. At the same time, Arkun got committed to by Tassadine, and he's going in. Quest completed for Mirrodin. He has it now. Jumps out. They're all low. Azerite, he wants the kill, but he doesn't get it. He doesn't get the kill. Ty, on the other hand, he's all alone here. Dishes out the damage, but he dies. And the red team still surviving through all of this, looking for another kill as they're moving in again, especially Azerite with Zeratul looking for a new target. He goes for the will queue. Can he get the kill? Yes, they get it. The second kill is in Team Mene with a comeback attempt here. They're jumping in easily, dropping another target as they take down Zul, but they lost Mal'Ganis. They're getting Chris too, aren't they? Hell yeah, they are. Chris is dead as well. They are pretty much wiping the opponent's team, and now they're trying to make the play for the bell tower. They can get the one at the bottom left for sure. They can retake the one at the bottom right. They have the level 20. They're nearly a level ahead right now. Yep, this is getting a bit bananas here. What a team fight for them. The entire time they were falling farther and farther behind, slowly, granted, but still, they were taking a bit of an L here. And now they are all of a sudden finding themselves in a position where they have not only started to take the experience lead, but they can maybe bring this back. They take the bell tower at the bottom right. The heroes are still down for another 20 seconds. They soak experience in the middle. Tassadar, with the help of the minions, is currently doing his work at the bottom of the map. They're taking the pumpkins over here. And yeah, they are just doing some serious damage now. 21 against 12 points. The level 20 really, really helping them. Retaking the bell tower. Might be able to hold on to this one too if they just make a move for it. But I gotta say, that game was pretty much, well, maybe not put on his head yet, but they came back with a bang, didn't they? Double altar up at the top. Should be an even exchange between the two teams here. But now level 20 is important for the blue team, and they're gonna grab it. Can you imagine how they feel right now? They lost against Team Mene with a 1-2 already in the first time that these two teams faced off against each other. And it was similar situations with a lot of comebacks, a lot of weird turnarounds, and now you're just looking at this, they're like, not again. Mirrodin with a rewind, there's the Serenity, they're looking for opportunities, the unrelenting strikes get upgraded, top right channel, Sven gets it, they got the 5 points, the 5 shots that they fire, bam, down to 16. 3 shots are fired over here from the blue team side. Single digits on the core now, but they're only 7 points ahead. They closed that gap. They closed it massively. And now, of course, the opportunity to go for the fight. Zeratul, top side. Here's the Hyperion. Tassadar, Sound Barrier, Archon, and he's down. He's down, and the unrelenting strikes, they're dropping Mal'Ganis. They came in swinging. Bl3kitny and his boys, they come in swinging, they take down the bell tower, 2 of the heroes are dead, and they're saying like, no. No, it ain't happening. We're gonna take the 2nd seed in this group. We wanna have a fantastic position heading into the playoffs, into the grand final matches. And now they're taking another bell tower at the bottom. Boss gets taken though. Boss gets removed from the map. This one they won't be able to contest. And in addition to that, the top bell tower is also going to be converted. So yeah, bottom bell tower is taken. Boss is taken too. This one is going to fall. It is a really interesting situation now. That's 9 points to 12. And 4 bell towers against 4. This isn't that bad. Given that they just lost 2 heroes, that's the maximum they can get out of this. With 3 heroes, they took boss and they took a bell tower at the top. Now they're losing still some in the middle. But this is an interesting setup for the rest of the game. 12 to 9 on the core points. Altar spawning, that should be an easy pick for the blue team because it's really difficult to access for Team Mene considering that they lost the bell tower at the bottom right. But yeah, it's interesting. It's really, really interesting right now. They are going for it. They're going for it. They're just looking at it and saying like, well, no point to retreat to. Screw it, we don't need it. We're just winning the team fight. Easy peasy, baby. Win the fight, then you don't have to retreat. Ty is all of a sudden caught on the right side of this. He's like, hello? I don't want to be here. Yeah, starting to move in. Coming in from the side, trying to get some damage in. Misha, careful, lockdown. Oh, Zul. Zul, they get it. Zul is down, but so is Mal'Ganis. The VP is out. They go for Malfurion, and they fuck him up. Malfurion is down. 1 kill against 2. They're looking for more. They want Chris. Chris is just dancing around over here. And they are escaping towards the bell tower. The channel at the bottom will kill. Yeah, good luck with that. That's not happening. They're definitely going to take at least that. But holy hell, this is getting crazy. Absolutely crazy. The 4 shots are fired. And guys, they're ahead. 8-9. They're ahead all of a sudden. They won the fight and they're ahead. And now they go for a kill. Ty is sitting down here and is like, what can I do? Bell tower is still active, by the way. Unrelenting strikes. Let's go, Ty. He goes down and so does the bell tower. Jimmy is already at the top. Jimmy is at the top and he's fighting back. Trying to take this one down. Boy, what a game. Towers of Doom, as usual, delivers. Yep, 4 bell towers to 4 bell towers now. Okay. 8 points to 9 on the core. Level 23 any second. 13 kills to 12. Move towards the bot lane. They have the minion wave. They got Misha. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Chris is getting attacked and he gets crushed. Chris is down. There's the sound barrier. The pumpkins come in. They retake the bell tower again. And there's the VP against 3. The murder VP. The money VP. And how many do they get? None. 1, 2. Nothing. Nothing. Wilkie is alive. Single altar spawning. And Mirrodin makes it out. Zeratul nearly got him. But it wasn't enough. This is getting nuts. It's getting absolutely nuts. Yeah, now another 25 seconds until Reyna's back. That should give them the altar. That's 5 shots fired and would put them down to 3 points. Which means 1 pumpkin camp can end the game. 1 boss can end the game. 1 altar can end the game. 1 minute and 30. Zeratul, Tassadar uncontested. I mean, it is a difficult lineup to beat, honestly, what we are seeing for the red team. They have 2 Protoss. And Protoss are OP. Just ask a StarCraft player. Anyways. Now the push to the bot lane. If they can get the pumpkins, then God, that would be the dream here, wouldn't it? But Chris is there. They might have to commit to the Hyperion to retake the bell tower. They cannot afford this. They cannot afford this position where they don't have any control over the bottom of the map. And the other lanes are pushing too. I mean, again, the wall over here gets taken apart too. That's another problem. And here we go. They still look in the middle. Bit of vision is there. Double bell tower. You don't even have to go for boss at this point. You can go double bell tower. If you get 1, then you're there. How much is this? 30 seconds? Yeah, 37. Alright. So, right now, 23 stacks on Broccoli, by the way. Malfurion on 35,000 damage. That's the same that Rexa and Mirrodin have, more or less. More than Mal'Ganis. Yeah, Broccoli is already doing some work. They took the bell tower. They took it. 4-4. It's just nuts. It's just nuts. There we go. There's the play for Misha. Can they at least take the bear down? Yeah. And Lucio's dead too. Blue team comeback. They get the... No. Tassadar drops Kira. Come on, bear. How? Azerite with the VP. They get out. Well, do they? I don't know. They might. Come on, bear sitting there. It's like, fuck it. I need to get away. Help. And he dies. Chris has none of it. Chris sits there and says like, screw you. I'm gonna drop you where you stand. Wilkie with a channel. That's 4 points. They can't end the game. Unless they reconvert another bell tower, they cannot end the game yet. 4 shots fired, 3-5. They take it. Oh, it's so close. They take it. 3 shots. Oh, they lost the bell tower. They lost one, so it's 2-3 points. They lost another one. And everybody is sitting at the boss. You can't tell me that they're really going for it. Oh my god. Lucio is back in 4 seconds. Seriously? Oh, no VP. Oh, this is gonna end the game. One way or another. If they commit, one team is gonna take it. Kira is back. So is Lucio. Mal'Ganis isn't. There's the kill command. Can they get a kill? Misha is down. The boss is up, guys. This is game. This is it. Who takes it? Who wins it? Who channels unrelenting strikes? 1 down, 2 down, 3 down. Blue team. They take it. Bl3kitny's team. They wipe them and they end the game. A 2-1 victory and a secured number 2 spot in the group for Team Bl3kitny. GG.